Ladies and gentlemen, if you allow me, it'll be my honor to call into order our September 3rd meeting of the Orange County Mid-Decennial Redistricting Advisory Committee. Mr. Clerk, will you take the roll, please?
Member Oshesky.
Present.
Member Jackson.
Here.
Member Kilsheimer.
Here.
Member De La Portilla.
Here.
Member Arias.
Here.
Member Callan.
Here.
Member Washington.
Here.
Member Baga.
Here.
Member Jones.
Here.
Co-Chair Perez.
Here.
Co-Chair Evans.
Present.
Member Spears.
Here.
Member Affont.
Presente.
Member Pizzini. Member Henry.
Present.
You have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Excited to be here tonight and thankful for those of you in the crowd. We have some important work to do tonight, so I want to go ahead and keep moving forward with our agenda. Our agenda is before you. You'll see we have public comment coming next, followed by review and approval of the minutes, review of findings and fact and administrative matters, and then general discussion and closing remarks. So as we move into public comment, if you would like to participate, please provide a signed public comment card to one of our staff members. You will have 3 minutes for each person that as long as we keep in this space, I think we're fine for 3 minutes. But we see our mayor is here, as well as Commissioner Wilson and a few others. And so, Mayor Demings, would you like to greet us?
All right. Well, absolutely. Let me just begin by saying we owe all of you a debt of gratitude for the time that you have devoted to this effort. Probably in the beginning, you had no idea just how much time you would be devoting, at least for some of you. Some of you have done this before, but here we are back in short order. We thought that it would be a decade before we would have to do this again, but with this Mid-Decennial Redistricting Advisory Committee, on behalf of our entire board of county commission, and I would say on behalf of the 1,511,000 people or so who call Orange County home, thank you for your volunteer efforts. We hope that this has not discouraged you from volunteering in the future for additional efforts that we have underway here in the county. I do believe that we get the best governance as a county when we involve the citizens directly in making decisions on behalf of all of us who call Orange County home. You have done that. We are looking forward as a Board of County Commission to getting and receiving your recommendations. I know that you have given it full forethought about the merits of each of the district boundaries that have been presented at this point. We look forward as a board to getting that in the very near future. I hope that we're able to accept the recommendations really in full that you provide to us without a lot of additional discussion. It's the best way that I can say it. Because we take your work very seriously. All of the citizens who have talked with you, they have come in. You have done your due diligence at this time. I just am optimistic that our board won't go back and try to second guess a lot of the work and the recommendations that have been made. And so I say that to you honestly. I say that to our audience, that I hope we're able to just accept what you've done. So again, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, as a lifetime resident of this community, a community in which I've given a lifetime of service now. August the 17th, I started marching towards 45 years of public service in this community. So thank you all very much. All right. My colleague is here, Commissioner Wilson. Let me just scan the audience. Commissioner Simrad has come in as well. I'm sure they would like to make some comments also. So, muchas gracias. Merci beaucoup to all of you.
Thank you so much, Mayor. We really honored to serve here and the 1.5 million members of the county. So thank you. In 45 years, my goodness. You have tenacity that some of us don't. Thank you. We can change hair, believe me. Commissioner Wilson?
Well, I'm so glad the mayor's here, and I echo his remarks, but I want to say that I hate talking after him because he's so eloquent and really, I think, embodies what we want to say, which is, as county commissioners, as the board, thank you for taking this on. I know you listened to a wide variety of thoughts and opinions. Some of them weren't even necessarily germane to the responsibility of the board, but the thing that you always established was a rapport with our public and a respect, and it's everything to us to see that. And so it's not a secret. I didn't support the charter amendment, but I will say that I think that understanding that the voters spoke, I then turn right around and understand that my duty is to uphold that charter, our governing documents, and to welcome the 2 new commissioners, whoever they may be. I think the outcome of this is 2 maps that may not be perfect. There's certainly going to be a lot of people that are questioning, but I think that they're fair and representative. I think that the lines are not wild and gerrymandered looking, that there's a compactness to it, and quite frankly, the representation should be as consistent as it can be after adding 2 new commissioners, because I think it's just going to be a transition, and I want to thank the residents who have been plugged in along the way. I think now my task for everyone, my ask, is to keep doing that, because as we heard during this process, there were residents who did not know until they got to the 2024 ballot that they'd been affected by the last redistricting. And so that's something that it's on us. It's on y'all. You are representatives of us, so help us get that word out. I know you feel like, okay, we're done from here, we're out, but I want you to go back to your community, your neighbors, your places of work, and continue to talk about this so that people understand when they do get their update from the supervisor of elections what that means. I want to thank the young people that were involved this go around who submitted maps. What an impressive thing. You give me great hope for the future, and if you are looking for an internship, hit me up. And with that, thank you so much again. We look forward to moving forward and adopting one of these.
Thank you so much, Commissioner Wilson. Commissioner Simrod?
Hi, everyone. I just came here specifically to say wholeheartedly thank you. Thank you so much. Jimmy and Gordon, both of you said, well, however I can help you in District 5, you guys would be available, and you both always pick up the phone. You produced, great maps. Every single committee did. You guys made a promise in the beginning to hear from constituents. You did. You made a commitment to make this not be about party. You did. You made a commitment to work collegial, and you did. Every single one of you, I think, has earned the trust of our community to forward maps that make sense. And I just wanted to say thank you for your time. I know you made sacrifices, so thank you for the 2 maps, and I look forward to seeing them at the BCC. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. I see Commissioner Gomez-Cordero. Would you like to greet us?
So, good evening, everyone. So, I want to say thank you. I know today is the last meeting, right? Oh, finally, but no. I want to say that as a commissioner, I take very seriously all the decisions, all the time that you put in this. It was more than 20 meetings, right? So, thank you, Tico. Everybody here, Jimmy, my staff, everybody. Thank you, not my staff, my appointees. Thank you for everything, and I know that's coming right to the commission, but I have to say that it was a lot of time that you put in here, and I respect that, and I have to say thank you, because this is hard, and I know, there were meetings that you were more than 3 hours here, but we sometimes have 12 hours here too, right, in BCC, but anyways, but thank you so much, and in District 4, you have somebody that I always would be listening to you all, and you didn't see me much here, but I had Philip that didn't miss anything, and you all know Philip, and I was watching through the videos and so, because I trusted you all that you will do, the right thing for all of us and for Orange County. So thank you so much, and well, we, wish the best for Orange County. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Commissioner. All right, I don't see any other commissioners here at this time, so we'll move on for the balance of our public comment. Again, if you would like to participate, please provide a written card. I want to thank you again, Mayor and commissioners who are here, for your continued participation and support through this process. Our first public comment card, is for Mayor DeCiccio from the City of Winter Park.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for all of your work you have done. I know it is not easy, given all of the competing interests, so I'm going to keep this very brief and not repeat what I said last week. As you can see from our letter and that of Maitland, we request map 1A, which would be new District 7. The reason we're requesting map 1A is so we can be contiguous with our neighbors, some of who are Maitland and Eatonville. Winter Park currently will be handling Maitland's Police and Fire Call Center. We share resources. Currently, although Eatonville is sandwiched between Maitland and Winter Park, their borders are on either side. Eatonville has been gerrymandered and is part of a POPCA. It really makes no sense, and there's no one to advocate for them. And let me give you an example. Eatonville was awarded a grant to enlarge sidewalks and put in blinking stop signs and crosswalks for children that go to Hungerford. All the property for this is in Eatonville and Maitland. $28,000 was needed for the project to go forward. Winter Park has agreed to fund this. Where was the representation on the commission? This should have been before the Orange County Commission. We have always been and will continue to be strong advocates for all of Orange County, whether it's rural, East Orange, West Orange, Central Orange County, etc. We listen to everyone. There are so many issues that are going to come up before the new commission: home rule, SB 180, rail development, transportation, etc. If we are in the new District 7, we will be a strong partner and get that long overdue voice at the table. By teaming up with our contiguous neighbors, there will be finally an opportunity for representation that is truly representative of our communities. Thank you, everyone, and again, we truly appreciate all you've done.
Thank you, Mayor. Our next speaker is Mr. Rick Singh. If you will come up, give us your name, your address, and you'll have 3 minutes.
Rick Singh, I was going to say Orange County Property Appraiser. I caught myself. Rick Singh, 5525 Oxford Moore Boulevard, Windermere, Florida, 34786. Ladies and gentlemen, redistricting is more than drawing squiggly lines on a map. It's about ensuring fairness, it's about ensuring equity, and it represents each and every citizen of Orange County. Our community is changing, as many of you know, shifting population, emerging needs, and the district boundaries ought to represent that, but this is no news to you. When maps are drawn fairly, every voice in Orange County has the opportunity to be heard. Redistricting protects one of the most fundamental principles of democracy, and that's equal representation. It ensures that schools, it ensures that public safety and transportation, local services, and of course, when these ventures are planned, it's planned with accuracy because of redistricting. It gives our citizens a confidence that decisions made here by their local government is balanced, it's fair, and it's done so with integrity. But redistricting is not a happening of chance. It's not something that happens on its own. It takes a group of dedicated individuals who are willing to study the data, listen to the public, and engage often in difficult conversations with each other. That's exactly what you guys have done here today and throughout the process. And you've worked tirelessly, sometimes late into the evenings, sometimes under pressure, but always, I'm certain, you've had the steadfast goals of the citizens of Orange County. Today, I want to express my sincere gratitude as a citizen of this county. I want to thank you for your hard work. I want to thank you for your dedication. I want to thank you for your commitment to fairness and equity to the county. I have the unique distinction of knowing each and every one of you personally, and I echo the sentiments of our mayor and our commissioners. Thank you so much Orange County is much richer because of the decisions you've made. This will affect not only our children, but our children's children. So I want to leave that with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Mr. Jim Callahan. I think Mr. Callahan gets perfect attendance.
He does.
Jim Callahan, 240 South Street, Orlando. Bit repetitive, but I do want to express my appreciation for all the time and effort you've put into this. I've witnessed it. You faced some very difficult challenges. We didn't do any gerrymanders, but we inherited a gerrymander. So I sort of refer to it as the ghost of a gerrymander. District 5, a long time ago, was a gerrymander and is still in our system because it's sort of like cutting a budget. When you find a line item in a budget and you say, well, we can at least cut that item back, and you find out there's a constituency for it. And that's sort of where we are with District 5. I think with the 7 map, we cut it back a little bit, but I couldn't find any way to solve that problem that would, pass muster. So I appreciate your attention to a difficult situation, because someone coming in at the last minute might not realize how much effort went into it. And if the commission winds up passing map 1, I think the rest of the effort was still worthwhile. We explored a lot of options. And I hope that you include Mr. Kilsheimer's amendment in your report. Some of us are deeply concerned about South Apopka, even though we recognize that it's hard to do in this process. We have some very socially conscious county commissioners we saw when they debated the Immigration 287G agreement. Some were willing to take considerable risks. But, I mean, whether it's map 1, map 7 with the Kilsheimer agreement, I think you've done a remarkable job, and just want to thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Callahan. Our next speaker is Mr. Matteo Schulte. I think this is another perfect attendance candidate.
Good evening. My name is Matteo Schulte, 4450 Cluster Drive, Orlando, Florida. First of all, I want to say thank you to every single one of you guys. From day one, you guys been there, you guys been working hard to listen to everyone that are concerned as citizens of Orange County. For that, people of Colonel Coe, thank you very much. Map 1 is perfect for us. It keeps everyone together and adjacent to our neighbors, Winter Park, Mainland, College Park. Now, last week, I was in the audience when map 7A, Henry map, was approved by everyone that came here, including Mainland with the Pine Hills. So some members in this committee tried to edit that map, trying to take Mainland out of it and put South Apopka into that map. That map represents, if they do that, represent Henry 1 that was denied. To me, that was a sneaky move for all of us when we came here, spent our time, talk about this map, and then they're trying to change it at the last minute. That's not fair for us as citizens. When we're looking at a map and we see the map, and that's what we're voting for, that should be accounted. That is what the publics want. And I was very annoyed when that happened last week. And I needed to speak on my last conversation here for that, just to let you know, not only me, but the rest of my community, Kalkonoko'i, we were very upset that they will betray us that way. I always hear Mainland, Winter Park always need to be separate from the Pine Hill sector. To me, that is crazy. We all live in Orange County. We all pay our taxes, and we could be adjacent to other communities, Winter Park, College Park, Mainland. It's great to incorporate Pine Hills with those communities as well. I don't like gerrymandering and putting almost all the community, African-American communities together. That doesn't work, and that does not look right for voting purposes. Again, thank you so much, and thank you for everything you have done, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Mr. Randy Knight.
Thank you. I am Randy Knight, 401 South Park Avenue, Winter Park. Also happen to be the city manager for Winter Park, but I just want to say thank you. You listened. You advanced a map that we support, which is Map 1. I say that to the county commission as well. You know, we like Map 1. But thank you for listening. I know it's a tough job, and every time you move a line, another line has to move. And so I just want to say we appreciate you, the work you did. We support Map 1 and glad you brought it this far. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Up next, we have Ms. Trini Quiros. And Ms. Quiros, we hear that it is your birthday today, so we should say feliz cumpleaños.
First time I come to this podium is smiling. Thank you so much. I'm always in a bad mood because, as you know, the mayor said he's 45 years in public life. I turned 77, and I've been 62 years of my life in public service.
All right, Ms. Quiros,
And
I do.
always for the disadvantaged, the poor, and the have-nots. I love Mr. Rick Singh's speech because it takes a village. And I personally know most of you for many years now. I know exactly who you are, where you come from, what you do, what intelligence and what degrees you have if you have them. And let me tell you, today I want to thank each and every one of you. I know, Henry, you were 18 years old when I met you? So let me tell you, it is very difficult, but redistricting is what Mr. Rick Singh said, defines the community. And I just wish, a lot of people don't know this because I don't say it, but I have a degree in political science, and I graduated almost 50 long years ago at Rutgers University in Newark, but I just didn't leave it as a class. I'm still a student of the political system in which the world is involved, and so is my local preoccupation, Orange County. So it takes a village. Now, these 6 districts have not done a great job, and I tell you, the homeless has increased by the thousands. And you can say whatever you want as an elected official or as a community person, but you don't have to be with binders and blind. I live at an area that we shouldn't see any homeless. Guess what? They sleeping right in front of my place where I live. They sleeping on Colonial. They sleeping in Bombay. They sleeping all over, almost naked. What happened? So for anyone that is listening, whether they hear or whether they are on their cell phone or their TV, when we have different districts, and now we're going to have 8, so that the burden, instead of being 240 for some, it will be 185, and somebody's wanting to run for any of those districts. If you don't have an understanding of the community or the makeup of the people, don't even bother run, because this is not a kindergarten for them to come and learn. This is something where they can come and make a positive input so that they can have something to be proud of when they end their term and say, I did it. So to me, this is a very special moment. It's been many redistrictings, and finally we got what we started for, 4 redistrictings ago, 8 districts with less people that can be manageable, and a working class, and a forgotten poor that will be taken care of by those who get elected to do the job when they swear on the Bible. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First thing? Mr. Gus Martinez.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Gus Martinez. I live at 6747 Ullman Court, Orlando, Florida, 32809. I'd like to thank the esteemed members of this committee for its time sacrifice and your commitment, and congratulate you on making history in Orange County. Thank you for adhering to the rules that were announced at the first meetings. The purpose of this committee was to provide the best possible recommendation to the Board of County Commissioners. The rules were such as not taking into consideration any of the sitting commissioners taking part in preserving their status or favoring recommendations suggested by them or anyone else of influence. Truly, there will be unhappy people, which is the consequence of dividing 6 counties into 8. We will adapt. We will grow stronger. You did your best in your combined wisdom on what is probably one of the most difficult things you've had to do. Thank you for not incrementing or diminishing the voting power of any racial group. Be proud of the work you submit for a much better Orange County. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Mr. Samuel Delgado.
Hello, good evening. My name is Sam Delgado. I work with Central Florida Jobs with Justice, and my address is 1510 East Colonial Drive. I'm here really tonight just to show my appreciation to you all here on the board for just the amount of time that you've put into this process. I know it's been a lot of meetings. You spent a lot of late nights here, and also for the advice, the input that you all have had as we've worked to develop the map that we put forward as a group. On my own behalf, working with Central Florida Jobs with Justice, I was balancing the input of our coalition of unions and other community organizations, and balancing that with what we've heard from the community members in Las Semillas of Pine Hills. I really have to give a special shout out to Jenny Nguyen, who has been the person who worked the closest with us on developing that map. And so putting in the input that we've heard from this board, from community members, and in particular, I want to thank Jason Henry for sponsoring this map as well. And yeah, so just for all the input you've provided and all this excellent work that you've done here, I wanted to show my appreciation. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good night.
Thank you very much. All right, we are down to my last 2 speaker cards. I have Seven Charleston, followed by Mike Miller.
Evening, y'all. Seven Charleston, resident of District 6. I just wanted to thank you guys again for doing this entire process. It's been a long one. Sharing all the same sentiments that Sam did. Glad to have been able to work with Henry and also all the different community members that helped us with like input on like what's put on the map. You know, we went and canvassed, we watched all the video and et cetera, and especially wanted to talk to like, I know some folks are concerned about the edit that we talked about during the last meeting. For the most part, we made that so that commissioners can have like a view of what it could look like if our map doesn't fit the mold of what they want. But on the ground, online, everywhere we've been, you know, people really love the Henry 7A map, and that's the map that we are putting our weight behind. And yeah, we're just glad to have been through this entire democratic process to put something together that's equitable for Orange County. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Charleston. I next have Mr. Mike Miller. Is it Mike with another last name that starts with M? We're all eagerly waiting to hear how we appropriately pronounce it.
Mike Millay,
Millay.
Otherwise known as Mike Miller, 7325 Forest Wood Court, Orlando, Florida. I want to just echo and join the gratitude train to thank all of you for the time that you guys have spent. It's, as I think I told Tico at the end of the meeting last week, watching sausage get made is not easy, and it's sometimes messy, but I think you guys came out with some great products, so appreciate you guys unanimously putting our neighborhoods back into District 1, where we've been there for 40 years, so we appreciate the unanimous support in both maps, and we're back with Nicole Wilson, so thank you very much.
Thank you so very much. We also saw some newly elected leaders arrive. Congratulations, first of all. Would you like to greet us? No? We appreciate your presence, and congratulations again. All right, I have no other requests to speak. Is anyone in the audience who would like to speak? Okay, you want to submit a public comment card? You did? We did not receive one. Well, why don't you come up and our staff will meet you at the podium and you can have your 3 minutes. Did we call her? No. Are you Carol Hoskins? Is she Carol Hoskins? Oh, yes. I thought I called her. That is Carol Hoskins. Miss Hoskins, I'm so sorry. I missed your card here. I just started flipping through again. I apologize. Amen. I agree.
My name is Carol Hoskins. I live at 7139 Shadywood Lane, Orlando 32835. I am in Woodlands Village, next to Woodlands of Windermere, who just spoke. I am the only one here from my neighborhood, but with their authority and the HOA, we appreciate you correcting an error that happened a couple years ago or so. I think it happened in 22, and moved us out of District 1, where we were, as he said, for over 40 years. I have lived in my house since 1985. I am the original owner. I remember being in District 1. I get information from District 1 from Nicole Wilson. Her staff is most capable. I never received any information from, I believe it was District 6 we were moved to. Our neighborhood, Woodlands of Windermere and Woodlands Village, appreciate that you listened to us about our concerns and did the correction. And we hope this doesn't happen again, that we find out we've been moved because it's on our voter registration card. And that's how I found out that I was no longer in Nicole Wilson's district. So from the bottom of my heart and from all 63 homes in my neighborhood, we greatly, greatly appreciate you correcting that error that happened in 2022. And we are for either one of the maps, because we're in both District 1 in both maps. In final, I'd like to address to our illustrious mayor here. Please do not change us. Do not move the boundary line. Keep us in District 1 for Woodlands Village and Woodlands of Windermere. And thank you so much for your many years of service. And this has nothing to do with this, but when's Val going to run again? I see her at Home Goods, and I keep asking her, when are you running? Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Ms. Hoskins. At this time, I have no additional requests to speak during this public comment period. Hearing and seeing no other activity in the audience, we're going to go ahead and close the public comment portion of this meeting. I'm going to take the privilege of thanking you all. You'll hear later in our findings of fact that before tonight, we received over 330 public comments through this process. So you add tonight's stack, and I would just say that it is the success of this process is by and large because of the valuable input we received during this public comment. So thank you for not counting it robbery to share your thoughts through this process.
Madam Chair, I feel like I need to point out that 23 of those were Jim Callahan. I just wanted
Fair enough. That's what perfect attendance will get you. Our next item on our agenda is review and approval of our August 28th minutes. Those minutes are before you and provided in your email.
I'll move approval of the minutes as provided.
Second. I have a motion by Co-Chair Perez, a second by Member Jones. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of approving the minutes, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Minutes are approved. Next in our agenda is the review of findings of fact in administrative matters. Attorney White.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to inform you all that there will be some very important closeout information coming your way. So I implore you all to please check your emails. If for any reason you cannot get into your county email address, I will post it in our resource folder that is publicly available. So please be on the lookout for that. And other than that, it's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Ms. Williams.
We're not overexcited, but we are very thankful for the time that we had to serve. So thank you very, very much. Please be aware, that our presentation or your presentation before the Board of County Commissioners is scheduled for September 16th. It is in the afternoon. For the public that is listening, the public comment is usually in the mornings at 9. However, the presentation will not be until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So please know that that is scheduled. And we hope that you all will be there so we can acknowledge your efforts before the board. Scott?
No, I have nothing. Thank you all.
Thank you. Well, we here on the dais can't say enough about how excellent of a job you all have done serving our efforts and taking everything, putting your arms around it, giving us a good website, good repository, good resources. So thank you is not enough, but thank you. Before we go to look for a motion for approving our findings of fact, Attorney White, will you walk us through a summary of what's contained in this document?
Yes. So our findings of fact gives us an overview of the entire process, beginning with the inception of the committee. It goes through, it actually has a table that includes all of you as appointees and the nominating individual as well. It lists the role that various county divisions played in this process. It also talks about each of our meetings. It gives the approximate number of meetings, which I believe was 19, beginning on March 6th and ending today, September 3rd. It includes a table of our community meetings, of course, with the location. It gives a detailed overview of our advertising efforts, inclusive of all the media platforms that were used. as well as media alerts that were sent out by our very own communications division, as well as our outreach and the public email address that was created for the public to submit input, questions. There is an approximate number as of our last meeting on the 28th that talks about the approximate number of public comments that we received. So as Co-Chair Evans stated, as of the 28th, it will have to be updated to account for the comments that we received tonight. But the committee received a total of 331 public comments into its record. And out of those 331 comments, 54 of those were submitted electronically. It also talks about the data that the committee relied upon in making its recommendations. And as we all remember, that's the 2020 U.S. Census information. We also speak about how we provided the additional reference data, but of course, you all were advised that the 2020 decennial census data is the most reliable data and is legally defensible. It talks about the rules of procedure that we adopted, or that you all adopted at our first meeting. It also includes a complete list of the proposals that were submitted in the order in which they were submitted, and includes the proposer and the district in which the proposer represents. It gives a brief overview of the traditional redistricting principles that the committee relied upon, as well as the federal and state law, as well as our charter requirements as well. And ultimately summarizes with the adoption or anticipated adoption of our findings of fact, and discusses our winnowing process as well. And I think that's about it.
Thank you very much. I thought it was important for you to walk through it. Obviously, as you all have heard, when we go to adopt these findings of fact today, there may be some updates to final details that staff and Attorney White will need to make based on bringing the information through today's meeting. But I just think that the fact that they came up with 13 pages of a summary of what we did probably identifies the fact that we did a little bit of work together throughout this process. But the work of the committee, was completed last week with the exception of us adopting these findings of fact. And so I felt that this draft was appropriate because it summarized, particularly in in section 37, that maps 1A and 7B are the ones that we are recommending to the Board of County Commissioners. And ultimately, those maps will be appended as attachments B and C to these findings of fact as adopted, as recommended, at last week's meeting. So at this time, I think it would be appropriate to see if there is a motion with respect to the
Madam
findings.
Chair, I move approval of the findings of fact as stated.
I have a question.
I have a motion and a second, and we can go into discussion and perhaps answer your question. All right.
Chair,
Yes?
who is the seconder, please?
The second was from Member Font. Yeah, you have a motion from Co-Chair Perez and a second from Member Font. Member Henry has a question with.
Yeah, just real quick, and I could be totally wrong, but on page 8, is that supposed to be Henry 2 for the second one? I only see one Henry 1 listed and not Henry 2. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Sure, so on page 8, where all the maps are listed, and I could be missing it, but I just see Henry 1 listed twice, not Henry 2.
I think you're correct.
Yes, you are correct.
Okay.
So that's the Scrivener's error, and that will be corrected.
That was my
Good
question.
job.
Yeah, look for your name, right?
Amen. So we have a motion and a second. I'm sorry. If you guys would use your cues, and I will look at it too. There we go.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Okay. Member.
On page 9, everything's right under my name, except for, it says District 2. It should be District 4.
Yes, I will correct that as well.
All right. I don't have anyone else in the queue. Look at y'all. I'm so proud of us. Well, will you Mr. Clerk, do a roll call for us. It's only appropriate.
Sure. Member Oshevsky?
Aye.
Member Jackson?
Yes.
Member Kilsheimer?
Aye.
Member De La Portilla?
Aye.
Member Arias?
Yes.
Member Callen?
Aye.
Member Washington?
Yes.
Member Baga?
Aye.
Member Jones?
Aye.
Co-Chair Perez?
Yes.
Co-Chair Evans?
Aye.
Member Spears?
Aye.
Member Affont?
Aye.
Member Pizzini is absent. Member Henry?
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right, so our findings of fact have been adopted by this August body, and our last things to do are general discussion. Since you guys are feeling so loquacious tonight, does anybody else want to speak? I knew Jimmy wasn't going to miss his chance. Go ahead, Mr. Member Affont.
Just want to say a couple of things. This is my third redistricting. It's been a privilege and an honor to serve with each and every one of you. This is probably the best group that I've worked under redistricting. And I want to commend you because each and every one of you listened to this community. The community came to us a lot, and they told us what they wanted. We listened. And by the way, Mr. Mayor, this is a map that comes from the community, so everybody knows this. I would remiss if I did not say this. I want to thank the staff. You've been excellent. It is a privilege and an honor to serve with each and one of you. I really, really appreciate your help. Thank you.
Member Arias.
I have a few remarks. Wrote them down so that I wouldn't forget. Good evening, everyone. As I complete my term on this redistricting board for Orange County, Florida of 2025, I want to take a moment to offer my heartfelt thanks and reflect briefly on what an honor it's been to serve. First and foremost, thank you to Commissioner Uribe for having the confidence of appointing me to the board as their representative. To my fellow board members, thank you for your dedication, insight, and collaboration. Each of you brings something unique to the table, and I've learned so very much from working alongside you. The work we do isn't always easy, but it does matter, and it's been a privilege to contribute to that effort with all of you. To the members of the public who have attended meetings, raised important issues, and held us accountable, thank you, and thank you again. Your engagement is vital to a healthy, responsive board. We work for you, and your voices have reminded us time and again why we do this work. To Orange County staff and everyone else who helps make everything run behind the scenes, your support is deeply appreciated. Boards function because people like you give their time, skills, effort, and patience, lots of it. Without you, this would not be possible, so thank you. Serving on this board has been a humbling experience, and it's given me deeper understanding of our community, its challenges, strengths, and great potential. I leave this role with gratitude for the experience, confidence in our shared future, and a continued commitment to our shared future. Thank you once again for allowing me the opportunity to serve the people of Orange County, Florida. Wishing everyone continued success and a bright future for our shared Orange County, Florida. God bless you all, and thank you.
So eloquent. Mayor Kilsheimer.
I just want to say very quickly, it's been an honor and privilege to serve on this committee. I want to thank the co-chairs for running each of our meetings very smoothly, and thank the staff as well for all of your efforts. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Member De La Portilla.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, I want to thank Commissioner Christine Moore, Mayor Demings, and the Board of County Commissioners for appointing me to this very prestigious board. 15 residents came together over the last 6 months. We had 19 meetings. We reviewed 34 maps and 7 amendments for a total of 41 maps. And we have shown that despite our differences, we're a very diverse group here, that citizens can work together in a spirited democracy. So I'm very appreciative of this opportunity. I want to thank staff. Attorney White, you're a professional. I've really enjoyed working with you these last 6 months. You're an excellent attorney as well. Ms. Williams, Scott, excuse me, Scott, and your supporting staff, thank you for all you did. Comptroller staff, you're the unsung heroes here. They come to all the meetings, they take all the minutes. We thank you for all the work that you do. And also to our co-chairs, both of you did outstanding work in running these meetings. I've really enjoyed being on this panel, and also to my fellow committee members. I've known most of you for a long time, but I've really enjoyed serving with you these last 6 months. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Member De La Portilla. Member Callen.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you so much for chairing this. I really enjoyed getting to know you the second time. You ran a great meeting. You kept Tico in line, so I appreciate that. Attorney White, truly exceptional. I'm a lawyer. Every meeting you came well prepared. Did an outstanding job. Thank you so much, because this is really tough. I join in the comments made by the other board members. I do share the vision that Orange County is a bright future. Seeing the different communities come to these meetings, have passion in what they talk about was really inspiring. Thank you.
Thank you. Member Jackson.
I'd also like to thank Commissioner Wilson for this opportunity. After being on the CRC with several of these other members that brought this initiative forward, it's been very rewarding to see this process through. It was not easy. It was very, very challenging. I think if I had known now what I knew then, I probably would have voted differently on the CRC, but it's been a wonderful process to be involved in. And despite its challenges and the difficulties, I think it was made much easier because of the rest of the team. We all were able to work together very respectfully, which I think is very important, especially in today's climate. So thank you all.
Thank you. Member Henry.
I'll be brief. Thank you, Madam Chair and Mr. Co-Chair. Really appreciate the work that the two of you have put in, keeping all of us in line. I echo keeping Tico in line. That was really important. But secondarily, I do want to thank the public. I've seen so many different T-shirts throughout this process, but it has been appreciated. 2 of the maps that I sponsored, I had nothing to do with, and I'll keep reiterating that. Not necessarily, let me not say that. I did have something to do with it, but I did not create it. It came from the community. Yeah, both maps came from the community, whether it was Pine Hills, Las Amilas, if they're still here, appreciate the work that you all did and listening to the entire community. That was really important, but I think this just shows how government is supposed to work, right? Like you have volunteers on a board, they come together, they listen to the community, and then they put a product forward. So really appreciate the work of the other board members. Again, thanks to the co-chairs, thanks to the mayor and the commissioners. Now it's in y'all hands, but thank you.
It is. Member Olszewski.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and thank you, Mr. Co-Chair, for your efforts on this board. Thank you to the staff. I cannot thank you all enough. You have been the utmost professionals, have made this very easy, and just a joy when you realize all the cats you've been herding for months now. It's been quite an amazement at your efforts and the professionalism that you've maintained. I just want to thank Commissioner Wilson for her absolutely brilliant appointment in District 1 in Erica Jackson. And so we've never met, so this is actually the first time we got to meet, but it's been an honor to serve on this board with some very great friends of mine, and I feel like I've made new friends. And thank you to the members of the public. Thank you again to the staff. I can't rave enough. And it's been an honor to serve with you, fellow board members. and look forward to serving Orange County in the future. And it was an honor to represent District 1 again.
Thank you. Member Baga.
I needed to echo all the wonderful comments that have come before about our excellent co-chairs. They've done a fantastic job leading this effort that's been very difficult at times and keeping it all in line. Thank you again to the staff who's just been fantastic. I was thankful to be part of some of the map submissions, and you all made it so painless, and often I was making mistakes, and it was nice to be able to talk to you all and who were able to kind of shepherd me through this process. I'm very thankful to Commissioner Gomez Cordero for giving me this opportunity. Really, it's really a humbling opportunity, and so being part of this is really quite the honor. I'll just say that I am very excited about what we've come up with. And I think I say that because I also was part of the CRC that helped to vote this in. You know, when we did vote for it, I don't think we fully realized how difficult it would be. But I think we have a product that we can all be very proud of. And I think that I am, too, very excited about the future of the county and what it will look like. But, you know, lastly and most importantly, thank you to the members of the public who've shown up week after week and made their opinions known, who've guided us through this process. I have certainly learned, again, I said a few times, I moved here, 30 plus years ago, at 10 years old. I thought I knew Orange County. I did not know it nearly as well as I do now. And that's really a testament to the many members of the public who came, who shared stories. I loved hearing the stories about Orange County and what it's been and where it's going. And I learned from you so much in this process. So thank you for your time and your efforts.
Excellent. Member Spears.
Oh, thank you. First of all, I just want to say I knew coming into this that this was a complex and difficult task, but I really had no idea just how complex and difficult it would be. So I have, it's been a real eye-opener for me. I have learned a lot, and from various people, I learned some fine points of parliamentary procedure from our co-chairs. I've also learned a lot from the staff. I've learned a lot from my fellow committee members. And most of all, I've learned a lot from the public who came to speak. And I also want to echo Commissioner Wilson's comment about the young people. The young people that have come, submitted maps, and advocated for their communities have really given me a lot of confidence for the future of Orange County. So thank you all.
All right. Member Jones.
Since everyone else spoke, I feel like I have to. No, I mean, I think my parting words would be, I want to thank the Trinis, the Jims, the Mateos. I want to thank the people that came in here every week, put in public comment, offer up suggestion, really encourage us to do the right thing for the community in this moment. So my thank you is to you in this moment. And also want to thank the mayor for giving me another opportunity to serve my community. There's nothing more I'd rather do than to serve you all. And I really do appreciate this opportunity and look forward to what our 8 districts are going to look like. Thank you to the chairs. You guys have been a pleasure to work with. And I hope that there's another opportunity where we engage in some way, shape, or form. Take it back.
Thank you. Member Washington.
All right, I'm quite the introvert and not used to being in front of the cameras or a microphone. However, I would like to thank our redistricting staff for a phenomenal job. Thank you for your patience in answering my questions. And to our committee, to the chairs, thank you so much for just provide me with the education on the process from this side of the dais and your thoughts, your wishes, and participating in this process. To the staff in general, Vivian and Jenny, I had to let them know, thank you for making sure I was fed at the end of these meetings, because without you, I would not eat. And, but more importantly, as I stated throughout this whole process, and it's very important to me, the civic engagement that we saw during this whole process. I urged it, I earned for it, and I am very proud to see the number of public and electronic comments that were made. And it says a lot about this community. As the mayor said, this is a unique community. It's a special community. This is Orange County. And the people showed up, and they should continue to show up and stay engaged. We had a recent election. The turnout was disappointing. However, there's more elections ahead of us. And I'm hoping and I'm wishing and I'm praying that we will see more engagement by our public, more involved, better educated, better persuaded, and just doing the right thing for themselves, talking about their kitchen table issues, and holding their elected officials accountable. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Member Washington. Co-Chair Perez. Now, remember, everybody said I kept you in check, so don't mess up.
I am keenly aware that you speak after me, Co-Chair Evans. So I have to be very cautious. But first, I want to thank the mayor for trusting Camille and I one more time. Thank you again for appointing someone smarter than me as my co-chair, because it's made it a lot easier up here. I want to thank the commissioners for appointing what a tremendous group of citizens. Oh, my God. So much fun to work with, so collegial, so smart, but also flexible. When we didn't get our way, nobody got angry, nobody pushed back. It was all knowing that this was a difficult process. Everybody worked hard and accepted the results of their maps getting turned down. I mean, Rishi's the only one that was unanimously turned down. But, I mean, sorry, last week when you, oh, that's the first time. You weren't here last week. Yes. But this has truly been a pleasure. It's been a tremendous group to work with. I think I knew all but two of you when we started, and I'm just thrilled to get to know more folks. The community is in such good hands, Mayor and Commissioners. Second priority is just to thank staff. I mean, Attorney White and Levon and Scott, and you guys were just phenomenal. Getting the phone calls and the heads-up meetings, and Camille and I would want to have another meeting, so we were back and forth. It's just been a treat to work with you all, the top of professionalism, and I agree with Tom. Shonda, you were extraordinary. So thank you. Thank you for your hard work. The exciting part for me in this process, and we didn't have it last time because of COVID, was the tremendous public input. Over 300 people came out. I mean, Callan came out 25 times, but a lot of other people came out and shared their ideas with us. I will never, I have lived here my entire life. I never heard of Woodland Village or Woodlands, but I will always know that they're over there and they're in District 1 because almost every meeting. But that's the citizen engagement that matters. Oh my God, the Pine Hills folks, Mateo, you guys, just extraordinary. The communicating, La Samia is getting involved. 7, even though I could never read your name on the sheets, incredible engagement, incredible involvement. So that is just so empowering, particularly, and I know we all appreciated that input because we didn't know any better than anybody when this started. So I'm thrilled that we had such public input, such public comment, and I'm thrilled with the results that we came out with. Jimmy, thanks for submitting the first map that was so well done. Jason, your map is going to advance well as well. I mean, it's a tremendous job. And everybody else, 28 maps, really? I mean, I know how long it takes to produce a map. You know, so we've got tons of time in these meetings, but each of you who produced your first round of maps, you know, you spent 5, 6, 7, 8 hours trying to make that map work, if not more, and citizens banded together to do the same thing. So this has truly just been a tremendous process. It's been an honor to work with every one of you. We've learned from each of you. And again, Mayor, I thank you for trusting Camille and I one more time to do this.
Thank you, Co-Chair Perez. It is such an honor to sit here at the conclusion of our work and get the opportunity to share a few thoughts. I think one of the things I tell people that I've learned in life is that doing group projects with people you like is a life hack. It's a way to enjoy embracing difficult things and producing positive results and working with people and seeing like their lights turn on and seeing them feel like they've done things that go beyond just making money or doing something that, you know, is an obvious win for themselves, but being able to be of service to 1.5 million, what did you say, 1,511,000? 1,511,000 people. It's an honor to be of service to them. So alongside you all, I really am thankful for the opportunity to do something difficult together. I do want to echo the shout out to Attorney White. She is a lawyer's lawyer. To have two co-chairs who are lawyers on a dais with other lawyers as well, she didn't really get an opportunity not to be right. And so, but she never needed that chance to be correct. So thank you for your excellent work supporting our difficult work. Finally, I just want to again thank the community for making Orange County what it is. That 1,511,000 people is made of each and every one of us in this room and the families and the communities that we represent. So thank you for taking the time to be a part of this process and make sure that our future is vibrant and thrives the way we have in mind. So with that, I think it's appropriate to call for adjournment.
I will second that motion.
All right. With Jimmy, we know. But we're thankful for your service. We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.